Should you be using a continuous glucose monitor? This is a subject I am frequently asked about at the moment. And as with anything food and nutrition related, my answer is not going to be straightforward. So bear with me. You've probably seen people talk about continuous glucose monitors or CGMs. Perhaps you've seen the adverts for Zoe or the Glucose Goddess books. Maybe you've spotted people wearing these small white discs on their upper arm and wondered what it is, what it's all about. Well, these are CGMs are devices to continuously track your blood glucose levels in real time. Now, for those with diabetes, monitoring this is important because when we have very high blood glucose levels, this can become dangerous to the body, and very low levels can be life-threatening, as we see in diabetes. So over the last couple of years, however, more and more people who don't have diabetes have been investing in these devices. Now, these might be people who've perhaps been told that they've got pre-diabetes and want to reduce their risk of developing diabetes, or for those looking to improve their health. However, lately, the promotion for the Zoe program has gone through the roof, and it's been promoted by high-profile celebrities and influencers, touted as the next big thing in personalized nutrition that perhaps helps you lose weight, perhaps improves your health in some way. But is it really all it's cracked up to be? So to explain this a little bit more, let's first talk about blood sugar monitors in general, by which much of the Zoe program is based on. So firstly, stabilizing one's blood sugar, your blood sugar, can be really helpful in terms of feeling satiated and preventing cravings. And it's one of the things, amongst many other things, that I work on with my clients and I help with my clients. But this is actually without the use of expensive monitors. Now, continuously monitoring your blood glucose with a monitor after where you see the impacts after everything you eat can be problematic. It can create an unhealthy obsessional behavior around it, adding to stress and anxiety. And especially if you already have an unhealthy and unhappy relationship with food, it's another thing to track, isn't it? And another thing to become fixated on. Now, focusing solely on blood glucose levels will likely lead you to eliminating lots of different foods in your diet which have other health benefits. And one thing I hear about a lot is with porridge oats. I've heard people say to me, well, I used to eat a lot of porridge oats, but since, trying the glucose monitor, I realized it spikes my blood glucose. Now, the problem is that porridge oats has other really important benefits. It supports beneficial bacterial growth, digestive health, heart health, and contains a number of health promoting nutrients that's important for us. And it's often just eliminated as it's looked at in a one-dimensional way. Yes, it might give you a blood sugar spike, but what else can you do instead to help reduce that, to help keep that stable? Is just simply adding things like some bits of protein, natural fats. I might boost this with some other nutrient containing like fruits such as berries, and for example, and this will all help to stabilize your blood sugar, but also give you a more varied, nutrient dense meal. So it doesn't mean you have to eliminate it from your diet. And please also note that in a healthy person, your insulin will usually get your blood sugar down quite quickly anyway after, a sort of spike from the oats. And it's really important to remember, and this is a really important point, that it's not just food that will spike your blood sugar. And I think this is something that a lot of people aren't aware of, that there are other things that attribute to blood sugar spikes, not just the food. And so if just by omitting food or just taking it as the food that's doing it would be very misleading. So other things include poor sleep, stress. This will elevate your blood sugar. Even if you've eaten the same thing one day, the next day you might have elevated blood sugar because you're under more stress. Whether you move your body and how you move your body will make a difference. And even the menstrual cycle can have an influence on your blood glucose levels. So it's really important to be mindful that this is, it's not the only thing to have an impact. And this is why I do have a problem with the Zoe program. In addition to the fact that it's extremely expensive, you get tied into this sort of subscription model. And, in order to get any benefit from it, you have to keep paying. Also, it consists of other stool testing, and there are other stool test kits available, some far more comprehensive that if need be, I can help you with, or another nutritionist could help you with. So it's not something that is completely unique to Zoe. And the Zoe program also places a lot of importance on weighing and tracking food. So this is going to increase food obsession, anxiety, impacting your mental health, which is just as important as your physical health. And it really just sounds like another diet to me. So, I just want people to be aware not to get hooked into the kind of the frenzy that is about at the moment around this. We really need to consider the whole picture from a holistic perspective when it comes to our health, when it comes to what we eat, and an unhealthy focus on just one perspective when it comes to what you eat can not only be unproductive, but can potentially be harmful. And I hope that, I'd be interested to hear what you think. Let me know if you have anything to add to that. And I will see you next time.